based on our experience of the world, we come to see that things do not come into being from nothing, that out of nothing, nothing comes. Nobody here tonight is worried that while we're listening to this debate, a horse may have popped into being out of nothing in your dorm room and is there defiling the carpet right now. So it seems to me that we have every reason to think that first premise is true. If things really could come into being out of nothing uncaused, then it becomes inexplicable why just anything and everything doesn't come into being out of nothing. Why doesn't root beer and Beethoven and hot dogs come into being out of nothing? You can't say that only things of a certain nature come into being from nothing, because nothingness has no nature to constrain it. Nothingness has no properties. So it seems to me if any premise is obvious in this whole debate tonight, it would be this one, that whatever begins to exist has a cause.
Dr. D'Souza, your example of how something can come into existence out of nothing involving quantum vacuum, isn't it the case that quantum vacua in fact have properties and therefore they must exist because anything that has properties has to exist? That seems to be a necessary truth. And therefore, it's not a very good example of something coming into existence out of nothing. Rather, it's something coming into existence out of something.
My point about
I'm so grateful that you asked that question, because when Dr. D'Souza was saying that quantum fluctuations are an example of something coming from nothing, I was over here biting my tongue, wanting to speak out. Of course, curiosity and wonder is an appropriate attitude, but that is no justification for pseudoscience. And that's what it is when you're talking about the vacuum as nothingness. The vacuum is a physical entity with a rich physical substructure. It is a sea of fluctuating energy governed by physical laws. It is not an example of things coming into being out of nothing. And when Dr. D'Souza says, well, maybe there are deeper level laws that show there's some possibility in nothingness for things to originate, that is pseudoscience. That is just utterly empty. I think it is so ironic that when people think there's a conflict between science and religion, they declare another victory in the battle between science and religion and jump on the bandwagon of science. But when science starts confirming religious beliefs, like in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, all of a sudden they jump off the bandwagon of science and start deserting contemporary science in favor of these pseudo-scientific hypotheses.